Danny made more millionaires than Lotto did. Dan made millions, Webb made millions, Klein made millions, Bush made millions. No, but welcome to Members Only. Tonight we're taking it to Brooklyn, Marcy Projects. Brooklyn, stand up. Now, and if you're new, subscribe to the channel. Don't be a stranger, hit me up in the comments and definitely get the likes up. Let's get right into it. See, Danny wasn't making too much noise at first. Just another youngin' in the struggle, trying to figure out his lane, watching how the older cats move, quiet, low-key, but always soaking up the game. He wasn't the loudest, he wasn't the flashiest, but what he had patience, discipline, and hunger to outlast everybody. That's why it hit different when he got caught up in the shooting. Wrong place, right time. For the system at least. He had some problems on the street that had to get handled, so he picked up the gun and put in work. Now, the cops ran down on him and made an example out of Danny, hit him with a 5-year bid. Most dudes come home bitter, broken, or buried. But Danny came home bigger. See, jail ain't just punishment. It's a networking event for hustlers, real hustlers. It's where you meet soldiers, shooters, plugs, and prophets. Some come in wolves and some leave as sheep. Others come in humble and leave as bosses. Danny was the latter. And there, he didn't waste no time. He soaked up knowledge. He made alliances, connected with real street investors. He did his time. He stood down, stood tall. But when he came home, he had a blueprint and he had a backing. He didn't come home to the same game. He relocated, he regrouped, he reloaded. And then, with his brother and the infamous Marcy Posse, Danny took full control of the Marcy Projects. This wasn't just territory, this was an empire. Everyone had work. He was hiring anyone. He had 12-year-olds out there moving packs, getting busy. Not because he believed in corrupting kids, but because the man was insane and the operation needed everybody on payroll. He built a machine, a self-sufficient cash-flowing, block-dominating machine. First you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the respect. Eventually, the names started ringing. Danny Dan, Bush, Webb, Klein, they were touching money. Not just in NYC, they had motion in DC, Philly, and a few whispers even say Baltimore. BMW Danny. They said he had more cars than most people had sneakers, fleets, foreigns, street toys. He was getting that Ferrari money before rappers made it cool. He had 4, sometimes 5 safes in the crib, all stuffed with cash. Not just with cash though, with product, jewels, passports. He was ready for anything. Now, he was a real boss. Danny wasn't stingy with his paper either. He broke bread with everyone. Guys that were just sleeping on air mattresses. He gave them 10 racks to get on their feet. People just home from the bed. He fronted them work and gave them a good head start. He built people up like a CEO. He curated loyalty in the streets. He'll say things like, you loyal to me, I'll make sure you eat forever. And that's exactly what he did. He was strategic. Danny knew how to separate the earners from the enforcers. He had a team of smooth talkers, clean dressers, master flippers, hustlers who made 5 figures without even touching a gun. Then the other side, shooters, enforcers, soldiers. Not everyone could hustle, but some of these guys would shoot without even flinching, and Danny made sure everyone ate. He kept it organized like a Fortune 500. Now, one day, a young Jay-Z and Tata are walking through Marcy Projects. Ty stops and introduces Jay to Danny. Jay spits some bars for him. Danny listens, and then, without hesitation, Danny reaches into his pocket. He peels off some cash and says, go make a record with that. See, that's what kind of boss he was. He saw talent and he funded it. Jay would later immortalize him in his music. Danny was like Marcy startup fund. Before cats even touched the work, he'd give them 10 to 15K just to get right. Get a crib, get your fam straight, get a car, then come see me. He made people want to work for him because he didn't treat them like pawns. He treated them like partners. Nobody had to chase him down to get a cut. If you produced, he rewarded you, period. But Danny had one weakness, speed. He was known for tearing through NYC streets over 100 miles per hour, racing his own crew, weaving through traffic like he was untouchable. He used to laugh and say, I ain't going out from a bullet. I'll probably die in a car crash before that happens. In 1990, that prophecy came true. Racing through Maryland against a crew member, his Pathfinder hit a sharp turn. The truck flipped 5 times. Then he was thrown through the sunroof, snapping his neck on impact. He died instantly. No seatbelt, no second chances. The streets went silent that day. Marcy lost more than a hustler. They lost their heartbeat. Plenty of people depended on him. But at his funeral, he was buried wearing over $100,000 in jewelry. The very things you're most passionate about, obsessed with, or emotionally attached to can also be the same things that leads to your downfall, destruction, or death. See, loving fast cars might push someone to drive recklessly. That thrill could cost them their life. See, this story about Danny Diamonds is separate the bosses from the workers. See, a lot of people call themselves a boss, but don't put nobody on. They're stingy. They're selfish. A boss gonna show you how to get your own money, put you in position. See, you're not a boss until you actually put somebody in position, until you actually do something for someone. A lot of people get that fucked up. Like nowadays, when you see crews, you see that one person that's getting money, that he wants to be the only one that gets the light. He wants to be the only one that gets to shine. But no, that's not how you stay in position. Because once one person fall, the whole crew fall. You're supposed to build a whole team full of ballers, a whole team full of people that's getting money. So when you fall, you can lean on those guys that you put on. But nowadays, there's only that one person that wants to be it. Back in the day, you had the whole crew balling, you had the whole crew shining. And a lot of people don't understand that. See, everyone has a downfall, and every story has to end. Good things just doesn't last. Danny Dan, he didn't get locked up. He didn't get knocked by the feds or law enforcement, and he didn't get killed. No one ambushed him with guns or anything. He died from doing something that he loved. He loved cars. He loved racing cars. He loved driving fast. People kept warning him about speeding, but you can't tell a boss nothing. But you know what they say, right? The same thing make you laugh, make you cry. And this is a good example. But I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. I appreciate the time. Shout out to the whole New York. Shout out to all my day ones. Shout out to all my viewers. Don't forget, man, don't be a stranger. Hit me in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, man. Show love and definitely subscribe. Turn the notifications on so you don't miss out. And check out the playlist, man. I've been sleeping on my last videos. No, real shit, man. But no, I appreciate all y'all, man. Y'all take it easy and y'all be safe. I'm out.